Hello sir, this is CH Ajay from ANM and VVR Sir Polytechnic studying in AC branch. Today I'm gonna write a C program to convert a number from binary to decimal as well as decimal to binary. I'm gonna include the positive as well as negative integers. I'm gonna write this program with 4 functions for the positive as well as negative numbers, signed and unsigned numbers. As you can see on the screen, this slide shows about the binary to decimal conversion for positive numbers. If the user entered a positive number, the result will be in positive decimal. As well as in the next slide, you can see this is decimal to binary conversion, sir. Here my aim is to ask the user to enter a positive decimal number and I will provide the equivalent binary output. As you can see on the third slide, it's about the binary to decimal conversion for signed numbers. Here my aim is to ask the user to enter a binary number which is in 2's complement form and I will provide the output in decimal. The user should enter the input in the 2's complement form. As well as in the fourth slide, you can see decimal to binary conversion for negative numbers. I'm going to write this program in Notepad and I will compile it through the command prompt. Okay, I'm gonna start the program. I'm including the standard IO header file and I'm declaring a global variable length which declares the number of bits, 8 or 16 or whatever it may be. I'm gonna take 8 in this program, and as for temporary purpose and decimal as well as binary, these are the main important variables in this entire program. And I'm gonna write a function which gonna not return any value. It's void type. Its function name is BDP and it gonna take the parameters bin. The user will enter a binary number and the parameter will be passed to this function for the purpose of binary to decimal conversion for positive numbers. In this I'm gonna locally declare some variables for the purpose of solving this problem. Weight refers to the weightage of the bit position. It's assigned to 1. As well as reminder, we need reminder for this purpose to convert the binary and decimal. Okay, I'm gonna write a while loop and here you can see the binary number should not be equal to 0. The user should enter any other number. If the user entered a 0, and then this loop will not execute. Here you can see I'm gonna assign reminder equal to binary modulus 10. Here the entered value will be divided by 10 and the reminder will be assigned to the remainder variable. And I'm gonna write another line. You can see decimal equal to decimal plus reminder into weight, sir. Here weight in the sense 1 and reminder. If the entered number consists of 1 and the remainder will be 1 and it will be added to the decimal, the same as well as the binary number will be divided by 10 for the purpose of next bits calculation, weightage calculation, and weight will be multiplied by 2 itself. And I'm gonna print the result which will be stored in the decimal DEC variable. This function is to convert the binary to decimal. The user should enter a binary number which is unsigned binary number and I will provide the output of its equivalent decimal. And I'm gonna write another function void BDN which is used for converting a binary number which is signed binary number to its equivalent decimal. It gonna take bin as its parameter. As you can see, I'm gonna write this function. I'm declaring the same variable again in this function. Weight equals to 1 as well as reminder and n equal to 2. Here I'm gonna use the another variable n and it's assigned to 2. and starting the while loop. Here n is used to divide the number. I will explain it soon. Okay, in the while loop, the bin not equals to 0, the entered number should not be equal to 0. So I'm writing this function, and within the while loop, I'm gonna copy and paste the same logic. The logic is similar, but 2 more steps are added. Okay, I'm gonna write another while loop. Within the while loop condition, I'm gonna write sorry. Okay, length as the length should be true, otherwise the while loop will not be executed. And I'm gonna write this sentence: n into equals to 2, n should be multiplied itself with 2, and the length should be decremented. As you know that length equals to 8, I have assigned length equals to 8. Whenever the MSB bit reaches, I'm gonna subtract MSB bit from the original other bits, and I'm gonna provide the output. If the user enters a 2's complement number, which is a signed binary number, and I will convert it into equivalent decimal number by adding all the weightages except subtracting the MSB bit from the original number. So the output will be provided in decimal format. Since the MSB bit is treated as a sign bit, I use this logic. Okay, you can see n by equals to 2 refers to if the MSB bit is 512, and it will be divided by 2, and it will be subtracted from the other weightage. I'm gonna print this output. As you can see, decimal equal to minus n plus decimal. If the decimal value is 120, n value is 128, and then it will be minus 128 plus 120, which will be the minus 8. As you can see, I'm going to write another function which gonna not return any value. Its parameters are decimal as well as array, which is of size length. Okay, this is for the purpose of decimal to binary conversion. If the user entered a value, and I will provide the output of its equivalent binary number. As you can see, I have declared a variable which is local to this function as equal to length minus 1. If the length is 8, there should be 7. Since we know that the computer starts from 0 to, so I'm gonna decrease 1 from the length, and I will assign it to s. I have written the while loop. In this, decimal value should greater than equal to 0. It should not be less than 0. Since we are asking the user to enter a positive number, I'm gonna return this logic. And within the while loop, I have included a if statement which shows you that if the there is an error. I have written it mistake. Okay, I'll correct it. If s is less than 0, then only the if statement has to be executed, otherwise it should not be executed. Okay, I'm gonna adjust the braces. It looks pretty. Okay, I'm gonna decrement the s value. First, the decimal by 2, decimal modulus 2, the value of the remainder will be assigned to s, and it will be decremented. which is within the square brackets. So in this way, by using this logic, we can assign the values to the array B. After that, the decimal value will be divided by 2, and then again the same process will be continued. Whenever it reaches 0, I mean s reaches less than 0, it will break and not execute the loop. The execution will be completed. Here, by using this logic, I'm gonna fill the entire array with binary numbers, which are the remainders of the original decimal number. Whenever we divide by 2, we get that output. Okay. Okay, I'm writing a comment. It's better to write the comments. It's a good practice, I think. I'm writing comments to the end of the functions. It's better, I think so. Okay, I'm gonna write another function, which is a print function, which will print the array elements. The parameters to this function are array, just an array, and the length of the array is len. I have declared the global variable len because of this purpose. We're gonna use it at everywhere without wasting some other variables. Okay, I'm writing a for loop, and then I'm implementing the same logic which we used to print the array elements. Within the for loop, I have initialized a integer I variable with 0, and then I should be less than length. So I think I will be stop set when length equals to 8. Whenever the condition is not satisfied, the loop will not be executed, and then print function ends, and then it's time to write our main function. I'm gonna write the main function, and okay, I have to adjust. In this main function, I'm gonna ask the user if he wants to convert the number from binary to decimal or decimal to binary, and within the binary to decimal, if he wants to enter the signed number or unsigned number. I'm totally leaving this to the user. It's her or his choice. Okay, please enter your option. I'm gonna print this statement and another printf. I have initialized declared array element B, which is of type integer, and then option for the purpose of asking the user to enter his or her option. If he press 1, then he needs to convert decimal to binary. Otherwise, if he press 2, then he will go to the binary to decimal conversion. I'm gonna use nested if else statements to complete this program. As you can see on the screen, I have printed the 3 statements. These 3 statements will be displayed on the console whenever the user compile this program. Okay, I'm gonna adjust this to look pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take the input from the user using scanf function. Here the user will give his input whether he wants 1 or 2, and if the decimal value is greater than 0, then only the if statement will be executed. As you can see on the screen, I have written the if statement. Within the if statement, I'm gonna write another if and else statements. Wait, I'll show you. I'll adjusting. Here I'm gonna write another if else statements. Okay, you can see here, if the option is equals to 1, I mean if the user enter 1, then he or she has to enter a decimal value which is to be converted into binary. And if the within the if statement I have added another if statement, the decimal value should be greater than or equal to 0, which is entered by the user. And if he entered a if he enters a positive number, then it will show him you entered a positive number. And I'm going to call the function db, which will convert the decimal number to binary and provide the output. And I'm going to print that output using print function. I will pass the parameter address of b, which is nothing but the address of the first element of the B array. And I'm going to write the comments if 1 end, if 2 end, and I'm going to write another else statement within this first if statement. Also there are another options we can use switch statement, but I gone through this. Okay, if he entered a negative decimal number, and then it will display you entered a negative number, and it will, as you can see on the screen, sir, I have multiplied with -1, which is entered by the user. If user enters 4, I will multiply it with -1 to make it positive, and then I will use the same logic, and with the 2 or more statements I will convert it into its equivalent binary output. I will show the binary output in 1's complement representation. Also we can use 2's complement representation, but in this program I'm gonna go with 1's complement representation. Okay, I called the function db and I passed the parameters decimal as well as binary. Okay, after the function called, I'm going to write another for loop. As you can see on the screen, I'm writing another for loop, and within the for loop I'm including a printf statement which will print the array elements in 1's complement form. Just I am using the not operator to do this. B of I equals to not of B of I, which will print the complements of the original binary number, I mean positive decimal equivalent binary number, or we can say unsigned binary number, whatever it may be. I'm gonna use this logic to implement this program. Okay, if 1 is finally ended, and we're gonna write another else statement, one else statement, else 1, and I'm gonna ask the user to enter a option, which is, as you can see on the screen, if he enter 1, then he will go to unsigned number conversion. If he enters 2, he or she will go to unsigned conversion. If he enters 1, he will be requested to enter the signed number in 2's complement format, and it will be shown, the equivalent decimal number will be shown as the output. Okay, I'm declaring a local variable O for the purpose of taking input from the user. Okay, I'm gonna write another if statement, which is if 3. If O equals to 1, I mean if the user enters 1, he will go to signed conversion, I mean signed binary number conversion to its equivalent decimal number. I'm gonna display this statement. Please enter the binary number to be converted. He has to enter the binary number in 2's complement format. Since it is signed number, he should enter the MSBs as 1. He or she should enter entire 8-bit number. Okay, I included the statement to take the input from the user. I'm gonna print a statement. The decimal value is wrong. Okay, it's fine. And here I'm gonna call the function bdn bdn. Its parameters are bin. I will pass this parameter bin, which is entered by the user, to this function, and this function will convert the number and show it in decimal output, its equivalent decimal output. Using the same logic, I'm going to write another function bdp, which will ask the user to enter a positive, I mean unsigned binary number, and it will show its equivalent decimal output. If he enters more than 1 or 2, he will be displayed this message, invalid input, and else said, as well as the main function is ended. Now I'm gonna compile this program. I have the GCC compiler. Now I'm gonna save this file. Okay, I'm gonna save it on my document session. Now I'm going to open the command prompt, typing cmd. Okay, command prompt is opened. Now I'm gonna compile this program. As you can see, there is no error. As you can see, I have given the input 5 and corresponding output is obtained, and -5 output is obtained, as well as I am giving the -4 as input in signed 2's complement format, as you can see on the screen. And I'm gonna test the other one also, unsigned number. I'm going to give the 7. Okay, thank you sir for giving me this opportunity.